Yo, what is going on, y'all? It is ShivNC and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to do something a bit different and I wanted to react to colleges across the world. Now, my channel is obviously centered around college, but I love traveling and seeing how things are in different places, so I figured I'd kind of combine the two and react to day-in-the-life college videos in different states and countries, just to see how different they actually are from my experience at UNC Chapel Hill in North Carolina. If this does good, I'm going to make it a series, but on this one I'm going to be focusing on the UK. And I'm pretty much just choosing the most prominent colleges, but I'm thinking now it might be cool to add one like lesser known or small college just to see that side of it. But for now, we're going to react to Oxford, LSE, Cambridge, and then I'm going to try to find one more if there's time. But yeah, before I get into it, drop a sub if you want to see any more of this series or just college related content and tips in general. And with that said, let's react to the first video. So I looked up Oxford and I see a few from Crimson Education, which looks like an official account, probably similar to like the US's College Board or something like that, but I want to get like an actual student video, so I'm going to use this second one from Eve Bennett. She's verified, so hopefully that means it's good. And yeah, let's get into it. 233k, nice. And 226,000 views on this. I guess that shows you how prominent Oxford is.
That is actually a new thing. Be sure to click the link in the
she's still talking about it.
Everybody, welcome back to my channel.
Okay, there we go.
Today's video is going to be a day in the life of an Oxford student, but today is a relatively busy day. Yesterday I had 7 contact hours, which was like back to back and was not the one.
7 what hours?
It messed up all my tube. I have literally had like the busiest few days ever and I'm knackered, and I finally had a later start today, so I don't have. Okay, looks like the stress level is definitely the same in the UK. Actually, wait, I don't even know like how good Oxford actually is. What's their admissions rate? 17.5%. Okay, it is really good then. Interesting. I'm going to listen to an episode of Radio Ambulante, which is like a Spanish podcast. It's really good. It just talks about stories in Latin America, and my Spanish is really lacking at the moment, like really bad compared to usual.
Wait, she's listening to the podcast in Spanish? That is already more productive than what I would do in the morning before class. Paper cut MF. Never heard of that. That might just be because my school doesn't use it, but that could also be a UK thing, I don't know. Okay, first shot of the room. I can't really tell how big it is. It looks like the wall's pretty close to her, so. I'm gonna put my coat on, make myself a cup of tea, and head to Wellington Square, because that is where I have Wellington Square
today. Well, my first class anyway.
Sounds fancy. Oh, those buildings look really cool. Those are like the classic European style buildings. Oh, I'd love to see that on my walk to class every day. Gender and literacy creation in the early modern Hispanic world. Okay, so I guess the podcast she's listening to had something to do with her class, but that's cool. That also sounds like a class that could be offered here. Oh, is that street like inner college? Obviously the buildings look like old and stuff, but it just, the aesthetic looks so cool. Dang. Grocery store.
I'm now gonna have my lunch, which is gonna consist of a pasta pot and some raspberries, and just watch some maybe like a singular YouTube video.
That sounds like something I would do. Go back to my dorm and eat lunch and watch a YouTube video. Although I'm not sure what year she is and like what the whole dining hall situation is in Europe. Not too different so far, other than like the look of the campus.
Because I have 20 minutes before my next class, and then I have a tutorial, and this tutorial is going to be a stressful one because I need to sort out what I'm doing for the rest of the term because I'm in the wrong. A
tutorial? Is that like a review? Probably. I still can't tell if that's a dorm or apartment.
I'm now skirting to a tube at St Hilda's in a taxi because it's the other side of town and I have 10 minutes to get there.
A taxi?
Sometimes.
That's a class? Actually, I know some people that take Ubers to class, but it's funny how prominent taxis are still in the UK. Like, again, just like imagine seeing these type of buildings on campus. Holy crap.
I'm back to the state, but it always is. And I'm just making myself a ready meal. Health? No.
Okay, looks like she has a kitchen there, so I'm guessing that's an apartment. And again, no sighting of a dining hall, so
I've got lots of little tasks to do, lots of little bits of work. Rather than my big essays and translations, I've got lots of little readings and stuff to do. So I'm going to eat this.
I feel that a bunch of my classes just have like little pieces of work, but they're scattered around so much that it feels like a lot.
And then I'm just going to sit for a couple of hours and put some vinyls on and just get some reading done.
Put some vinyls on.
Yeah. Oh, and for those, if I'm doing like a full day of work, I tend to go to the library. But if I've just got like a couple of hours, sometimes I just prefer sitting in my room because it's like a casual work situation where I want to go on my phone as well and like have some music on and have a cup of tea. So it depends on my mood. But
okay, that's actually exactly what I do too. If I have a lot, I go to the library. But if it's just a little bit, then I did it in my dorm, just minus the cup of tea.
I am vinyl of gods, not being funny. This is one of the best things you can have on vinyl.
Is that common in the UK, or is she just like
high key slabs? Generally have dairy free, like dairy.
Dairy free. Let's go.
Genuinely nice and normal yogurt.
I'm lactose intolerant, by the way. Sounds like a typical history reading.
So this is my low point of the week where I don't actually have any deadlines. I have no contact hours really for the rest of the week.
It's like contact hour. Am I just like dumb, or is this all just like British slang that I don't know? But also, yeah, I respect that she kept it realistic. I was hoping to see like more of the campus and stuff, but obviously on a regular day you're not like exploring a campus. So yeah, it seems like a pretty average day, not too different from here still. That's Oxford, I guess. The campus from those few clips looked really like British. Moving on to the second school, LSE. This is actually a school that I was thinking about studying abroad at, or I even still might, so this is going to be interesting. I'll just go with the first one here. It is from Crimson, but maybe they'll show more about the campus and stuff like that. So here we go.
I'm originally Indian, but I was brought up in Netherlands and Kuwait and Nigeria. However, at present I'm studying at LSE, London School of Economics and Political Science.
Looks like a mix of like modern and old building.
So we're in the central building right now. It's the library, the first year that this is big around. There's a lot of glass, a lot of lighting. It's really nice for students to study here because it's natural. It feels like we're studying in the open.
That looks so cool.
This is where the political science part of London School of Economics and Political Science comes in.
So many buildings like right next to each other. Does not seem organized, but
a choice for students.
Tennis courts right there.
Now, being any, what I mean by that is when you're walking your way to LSE, you will encounter so many prominent buildings, just heritage. You will have a river that you have to cross.
Actually, is LSE like right in the center of London, or is it a little further away? Dang, it is literally right in the center of London. Big Ben's like right there. London Eye's right there. Yeah, okay, so you are right in the thick of the city.
The vibe,
classic London
really
telephone
gets you
booth.
going. It starts you for your day. London as in Westminster. This is as central as you can get.
Yeah, there
and
you go.
You are surrounded by prestigious institutions like the British Museum, UCL, other universities.
Yeah, that's awesome. I can't imagine like wanting to do something with your friends or just by yourself and then thinking about where to go and then being like, oh crap, I have all of London right next to me. Like that's something else. That's really cool.
You do 4 modules, so I'd say 8 hours. Of course, you know, depending on the subject, you might get some example workshops, sessions to
8 hours?
better your understanding.
Okay. Yeah, I can see how
on top of that,
it's a 9% acceptance rate. I was like, I love this dude's like fashion, man. You feel like people in these European schools always like dress up way more than us here. Okay, so LSE looks a lot more modern than I expected. His title Day in the Life, it wasn't really the day in the life though. Let me actually see if there's a real day in the life. Okay, they're making their own food again. Seems to be common in the UK. Does dining halls just not exist? Classic YouTube and food. Making lunch. Making more food. Oh wait, let's see the lecture hall. Why is that a lot worse than I expected? Not gonna lie. Gym time. That looks like a nice gym. Another home dinner.
You like to work out.
Nice. Okay. I feel like both the schools so far have just been like work, eat, do something else, go back to working, and then go back to eating. Okay, now time for the last one. I was trying to find a school with like a solid like 40 or 50% acceptance rate, but it feels like either all of them have like a 10 to 20% or like a 70 or higher percent, which is really weird. But yeah, we're gonna go with Cambridge. It's like a 21%, but it's one of the most popular ones as well. So let's go with Liam over here.
Morning guys, so it's about 10 AM now. I've got up, been up for an hour, been doing some work, so thought I'd just do a quick vlog today about what I do, life at Cambridge. So here you go, this is the view first thing when I wake up.
Look at that back. That's beautiful. I always love that like British like castle sort of style. It looks so cool.
I'll probably film a bit of that. Starting to wind down, so I'm currently on my last essay.
Alright, desk space looks pretty small. Alright, I'm assuming this is a dorm then?
A little bit tired, so I'll just give you a quick tour of everything. My number one item, my book stand. Love it.
I need one of those.
And then over here I have the book I'm currently working on. My book stand. Or some ideas.
Looks like your typical good university student desk.
The statue is a bit of water. Stay hydrated while I'm studying.
Stay hydrated, guys.
Yeah, so that's about it. That's
no, like legitimately, please stay hydrated.
My Mac, my baby. So
interesting. Again, a lot of these. I don't know if I just got unlucky with the videos, but it feels like a lot of people study in their dorms more than their like libraries and stuff.
Just set up my last essay.
Okay, well, it actually looks kind of big at the back. Maybe it is an apartment.
Just to give you guys an idea, I've done 12 essays this term, and
12 essays. Yeah,
weeks long.
I feel that, man.
Here's my desk, and as you can see, I've got too bad a view out there. It's very wintry. It's starting to get very wintry out there. It's pretty bad, guys.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed this video.
Pretty self-explanatory. Just work, class, work. Again, try Flo's study diary here.
Are pretty much spending the entire afternoon from I think like 12
lecture, class. There's a difference. I mean, I get what the difference is, but I did not know people actually like distinctified them. That it's a nice walk. Actually, it's not too different from UNC's, but it's nice. Caius College. Look at that, man. Like, that is the one thing that's unmatched about these. There's lectures held in a museum. Whoa. Look at those notes. I can never do that again with eating in their rooms. Oh, finally, library. Okay, looks like a pretty standard library. Okay, so that's Cambridge. Cambridge is a bit to the north, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Oh wow, look at that. Look at the greenery there. There's like 4 different paddocks, whatever that means. Okay, yeah, Cambridge is like a smaller town in the middle of the UK. I don't know, it's slightly up north of London. Alright, yeah, so that's like less big city than London, which I can definitely see being more of an appeal to some people. But yeah, overall, differences between UK and US college day in the life seem pretty minimal. Like, you have, first of all, like the amazing views that you get at these British colleges of like just the buildings themselves, but also either the whole city of London behind you or a lot of natural stuff like in Cambridge. But there are definitely a few US universities that give you some of that too. And then I guess just the overall culture difference too. I can't say for certain because I only watched like 4 videos, but it seems like less UK students stay in dorms, and also they tend to be more self-sufficient, it looks like, with buying less outside food and making it for themselves. That's not something a lot of college students do over here. And also I just looked up an article and it says that in the UK you don't have to take a bunch of classes that don't contribute to your major like you do in the US, which is definitely a plus for our UK peeps. But apparently the application process is different too. I don't know, I'm interested to look more into it in the future. And yeah, so not a stark difference between the two countries, but as I start watching videos of like Scandinavia or Asia, like Singapore or South America, I'm sure the differences are gonna be a lot higher, and I'm excited to see that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Let me know what country or state I should do next, because every college is different and I'm really curious to see how they all work. So yeah, drop a like, sub. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you later. Peace out.